Hello, Ben Branham here with Modern Self-Protection. Just a quick point off the top of my head. I'm driving to Houston in a giant rainstorm. Saw an 18-wheeler jackknifed on the side of the road and decided to stop and help at first. And that's the question. If you see an accident on the side of the road, do you stop and help? Should you stop and help? I almost feel obligated right now. Not when fire rescue is there or law enforcement or paramedics and stuff. When they get there, the professionals there, they have more gear, they have more training, they have more experience than I, well, probably ever will. And I'll let them do their job. I've tried to help years ago, and they just don't have enough time. They're busy to vet you and make sure that you can actually help and not get in the way. So just don't. But if there's nobody else there, do you stop and help? And that's a big depends, right? Should you stop and help? Yes. Shouldn't you just keep going? Yes. The answer is both. Do that. Very helpful, right? Not really. But I almost feel obligated with a little bit more advanced life-saving skills with the stuff I've done in the military, overseas, and the ongoing training that last month I took a medical course. So I'm not a paramedic, but I can keep people alive until the paramedics get there. Not bad. I'm pretty good with engines and physical stuff, so I know vehicles. I can help there, done that before. I can see fires coming and stuff. And then I'm driving my work truck right now, and I'm actually pulling a trailer, which I'll tell you that in a second. I parked in the way. But I have a ton of crap that stays in my toolbox in the trailer. And you might think, well, no, I have life-saving equipment. I have a high lift jack, and I have straps and stuff. I could rip doors off of vehicles. I could cut things off of roofs. I have batteryized sawzalls, batteryized cut-off saws, and actually the grinders that I keep cut-off wheels on for work. So I keep a lot of stuff in my truck that could be useful in a true major emergency, and along with just basics like, a sledgehammer to break windows. Yeah, no problem. A window's pretty resilient, all the windows in the truck, but a sledgehammer, I carry a 4-pound sledge, it's not little, but it's a single hand 4-pound sledge to use at work. That'll make quick work of any window. So on that, I've got a bunch of gear that I can use, and I know how to use it. And then I have the life-saving stuff. I almost feel obligated to stop at that stuff. And I say almost because I probably shouldn't have stopped at this one. This one I wasn't going to stop. I started to pass it. I saw the jackknife truck and went, wow, look at that. It's in the ditch, but it didn't overturn. That's pretty cool. I wish I had some pictures, but I was busy. Didn't want to become another person driving. It's storming pretty bad and high winds, and I'm pulling a trailer. So I stopped in where there was a spot behind the trucks and got out, because when I saw the accident, they were trying to pull the hood up on the truck and get underneath the hood of the truck for some reason. That's always not a good sign. So I was going to grab the fire extinguisher. I keep a small one under my seat and a big one in the back of the truck. Yes, do you have a fire extinguisher in your truck? I've fought 3 or 4 fires now in the last 5 years, and I'm not very good at it because I keep losing. Honestly, I haven't been able to put out too many fires, but at least I can keep them under wraps until professionals get there. I can keep the fire down and at least contained to the vehicle and not let it spread to other vehicles. I've been successful on that, but I haven't been successful in getting 2 out of the 4 that I tried to fight out. C'est la vie. And one of them wasn't my fault. I inherited the truck, and it brand new. It had an itty bitty fire extinguisher, not a big one. So I'm going to blame my company on that for not having the big fire extinguisher. Guess what I did on the way home that day? Bought the big fire extinguisher, put it in the back of the truck again. Anyway, so I stopped. I'm pulling a trailer right now. I started to get out and grab the fire extinguisher. Then I saw the guy walking out and everything looked okay. So I started to go back to my truck, and I look up and there's the ambulance trying to pull in, and now I'm kind of blocking their spot. So I jumped in the truck, ran up the hill, jumped in the truck, get mine out of the way, and as the ambulance is pulling in behind him, I can see the fire truck coming. So really, I didn't help. I just blocked the way. So next time, learn something every time you do something. I'll pull my vehicle further up the road and off the road so that emergency can actually get in there. But there's a downside to that. If I pull my vehicle further up the road, all my equipment's in my vehicle. I don't have a medical go bag. I have a normal go bag, and in that go bag, a bunch of stuff for self-defense and my medical kit. I don't have an emergency go bag to open vehicles. I have work stuff and work bags. So all my stuff is kind of spread out all over my truck. It's not like I have one bag to rescue people from a vehicle where I can just grab it and go. Everything is spread out anywhere. So none of that helps, right? So should you stop or shouldn't you? Depends on what equipment and what knowledge and stuff you have. Sometimes the best thing might be for you, if you're going to stop and you don't have any specialized equipment or knowledge, to just stand there and call 911. You could stay on the phone and update what's going on. If it's really bad, the operator is going to want to give updates to people and how many assets to send, and you can continue to give updates. These many vehicles involved, I see this many people hurt, this is what this looks like, and you can just keep going that way. And then the other half of it, like just now, the best thing for me to do would have been kept going and call 911. I've done that a ton of times too. So kind of figure out what you can do. Have a plan in your mind of what's going to go on. Nothing ever survives. No plan ever survives first contact with the enemy, as they say. Your plan will not survive when you walk up there. As soon as you walk up there, your plan will go to shit. But at least you're there with an idea. You know, save lives, get people out of traffic. I mean, that's it. It's pretty simple. Keep people alive until the ambulance can get there if you can. Get other people back. Get things out of the way. Keep traffic blocked if you have to. I mean, these are things I all think about. When I got out here, the whole accident was off the road, so I just pulled the vehicle off the road. If the accident was on the road, I would have left my vehicle blocking more of the lane and trying to protect me. Law enforcement all the time, they know it. They'll turn their vehicle a little bit sideways and turn the wheels away from them. So if their vehicle gets struck, their vehicle acts as a battering ram, but goes away from them and what they're doing, not towards them. You know, vehicles weigh 4,000 or 5,000 pounds. That's a lot of energy coming towards you. So just some of the things to think about and whether you should stop and help out your fellow man. I kind of think I'm obligated to because I can. If you can, I think you should, whenever you can, help out someone.